Speak the damn language. Okay.
So this happened to my roommate whilst on our semester abroad, and I just remembered it and thought it would fit. Short but sweet. So for reference, Sally speaks 3 languages: English, French and Spanish. I only speak English and Spanish. We decided to go to Canada for our semester abroad. Because snow, maple syrup and fun? And during this time we would generally communicate English because that's what everyone else was, with the occasional break into Spanish when we needed to discuss something private or when our brains got tired and it was easier to speak our native tongue. At a party Sally and I were at, we were talking in Spanish about a private issue and were approached by this drunken girl who loudly exclaimed that we should be speaking the language of the land. We ignored her. After a little bit more drunken shouting, she yelled, "This is Canada. Speak the language." Sally grinned and answered, "Okay," before bursting into French. I see this did not take place in Quebec. I took French in high school and college, so can read it fine and get around, but am in no way fluent or even reasonably conversant. Once, when going through customs in Quebec, I made the mistake of responding to the agent's greeting in French with French. Obviously they were bilingual, but I was not, and it took a beat to sort that out. I think they kind of enjoyed poking the silly American in. You know. Good for them. I am Canadian, and would like to apologize. We would love to have you back. Try coming to Vancouver next time. Nothing beats the mountains and ocean views. On behalf of other Canadians, please accept my apology for this douche-canoe that didn't treat you properly. Story about being wronged by a Canadian. I looked through the comments looking for the "sorry" chain. Was not disappointed. On behalf of the bulk of Canadians, I apologize for the inundation of apologies you are experiencing.
Sally is my hero.
Relevant XKCD. As a born in Canada, unilingual English speaker, please tell your roommate I applaud her quick wit. I had to go to Quebec City and spoke only English well, although I can barely get by in German and French. Only problem was everyone wanted to practice their English. My uncle once did a similar thing once. He moved from NZ to Canada and can't speak a lick of French. One day he's out with his wife and they decide to go to a restaurant. I think this was in Vancouver. The guy seating them refused to acknowledge my uncle when he asked to be seated in English. All he got was a blank stare in return. Couple more tries and the guy addresses him in French. My uncle, seeing the way this was going, decided to speak the only other language he knew, aka Maori. Now he's not fluent by any means, but he knew this waiter wouldn't know any, so he goes for it, saying shit like, "Kia ora, Tina kutu katoa, K te pai-o," which roughly translates to, "Hello. Hello everyone. At the good I am." He pretty much just said whatever he remembered of the language. The waiter quickly backtracks and starts asking, "English? Do you speak English? Sir, please, I don't understand you." Uncle and aunt get seated and all is well. As a Canadian, I will confirm that sadly we do have this type of person. However, by far most people won't care what language you speak. No First Nation languages, I guess? Fucking Degens. Bien fait. Il y a trop d'anglos qui oublient que nous sommes un pays bilingue. You are technically correct. The best kind of correct. Bonus points if the party was in Quebec. but over 20% of Canadians' mother tongue is French, so awesome regardless. As long as you were not making it seem as if you were talking about other people at the party. Sorry you had to experience that. As a Canadian, we do not claim her. Hopefully, the rest of your experience here was pleasant. For future reference. I fucking hate how angry people get at multilingual people. This reminds me of this time my bestie and I were with tour group visiting Versailles. It super annoyed me that everywhere we went in France we had to pay to use the facilities. Well, I paid to go while at Versailles and wouldn't you know, the stall I used was out of paper. Already annoyed. When I came out I suddenly found enough French to completely crab out at the lady who worked there, who was appropriately apologetic. I turned around to see a pair of Spanish ladies who were also on our tour, and for whom our guide translated everything into Spanish. Looking stricken and alarmed at my raised voice, I instantly switched to Spanish and explained why I was so angry, to which they immediately nodded and responded sympathetically. Finally, exiting the loo, my bestie asked what all the commotion was. So I explained, ending with, "Do you understand?" She instantly retorted, "Yes, I understand. You can bitch in 3 languages. H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A."
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.